In this video, I'm speaking with Cosmo Boyd, and we're going to discuss how everyone, regardless of their wealth, can make an impact to charities. Cosmo is the managing partner of the 680 Group and a certified financial planner. Cosmo, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Jay.
So, Cosmo, we've all heard the stories of the retired teacher who leaves a significant gift to their school that is unexpected because no one knew that potential existed. How does someone of modest or moderate income means donate that type of gift?
Well, Jay, everybody or most everybody saves something for retirement. And oftentimes, as they age, they don't spend nearly as much money as they thought they would spend on retirement itself. And their plans begin to accumulate and oftentimes accrue and become a much larger sum of money than they're going to use in their lifetime. And so suddenly they find themselves at an advanced age with a big sum of money, and it makes sense to give it back to the people that they love and that they've worked with all their life and that have helped them and their family and everybody else. So they end up leaving that retirement account to an organization like CVI.
So, Cosmo, people are mystified by the term planned giving. As a certified financial planner, could you lay out exactly what that term means and what people need to know about it?
Well, what it means is that people are making a plan to leave money that they've accumulated in their lifetime to an organization, or it could be to people, but to an organization in this respect that they find near and dear to their hearts. And so they have accumulated money through their lifetime and they've used it for retirement. And they find that after they pass on, they're going to have money left over and they want it to go to some place that they love and that will make a difference in their life and help them be remembered. And that's planned giving. And it's not very difficult to do, but it's something that people don't think about very often.
So, Cosmo, what is the easiest user-friendly way for somebody to set up a planned gift, and how many attorneys is it going to take?
Well, we've all heard about setting up trust for organizations or for heirs or whatever, but the easiest way to make a gift, bar none, is to simply make the recipient of the gift a beneficiary of your retirement account, most probably an IRA account that you have. And it doesn't require any attorneys at all. It doesn't require any legal documents other than the beneficiary form for your IRA. I'll just keep using IRA as an example because IRAs hold more than twice as much money as 401ks in the country. And so they're something that we all tend to deal with at some point in time later in our life.
So, Cosmo, what are some of the other simple options that could be available?
Well, probably there are other options out there, but almost every other option other than leaving a bequest in your will, which is certainly planned giving, but you could say that requires an attorney. I don't know if you have a holographic will you write yourself and document legally, you don't, but in almost every circumstance, a will involves an attorney, trust involves an attorney. An IRA is very simple. You sign the form, decide how much money of your IRA you want to go to the beneficiary, and you're done. So you can take an IRA that, say, has $100,000 in it and split off $10,000 into a separate IRA account, sign the beneficiary form to an organization, and you've done everything you need to do. No lawyer involved. Very simple.
So, Cosmo, how did you become involved with CVI?
Well, 30 years ago, maybe longer, I'm not sure. One of my business partners had a child who was born with some pretty severe problems. And CVI was one of the organizations that came to the family's rescue. And they showed up, came to their residence, worked with the child. When the child was 3 months old, a year old, and did significant work that supported the family And it was such a good response and such a good job that they did that I wanted to be involved in helping them and helping my partner, of course, take care of an organization that had taken care of him.
So, Cosmo, as a longtime board member for the center, you've helped steward a few significant estate gifts for the benefit of the organization. Why does CVI need or want people to make those types of legacy gifts?
Well, one of the things that happens when I talk to people about their financial plan is oftentimes I come across somebody who has no heirs. They're alone in the world and they have a significant chunk of money that is going to go somewhere. And they sometimes ask for recommendations and sometimes they don't. A woman who is blind is a natural for an introduction to an organization like CVI. And the benefit, of course, to CVI is that uh, any organization needs to plan for the future, and inflation affects organizations like CVI the same as it does anybody else. So having gifts that come in after people are through using their money, so to speak, allows CVI to continue to grow and flourish and serve people in the community that need the help.
You can learn more about CVI by visiting the website, which is cviga.org. And Cosmo can be reached via email at cosmo@the680group or by phone 404-807-6745. Thank you for your time today, Cosmo.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to talk about this. I've enjoyed it.